Welcome Virgo to Fire Dragon Tarot 1111. This is your new moon read for May 2022. I'm sorry, this is a late read. It's just I had a huge ascension download and it took me several days to recuperate. And it happened just before the new moon. So I am going to be using the Tarot of the Divine 3-card spread about your person, about you, and where the conversation's going with this situation. And then I will close it up with a Moonology card to find out what is the overall message the new moon would like for you to keep in mind. Okay, that's your person, which is the 3 of Wands in reverse. Okay, Spirit, what does Virgo need to know? Show me Virgo's message. There we go. The Ace of Wands in reverse. And where is the conversation leading in the current situation for Virgo? Now I wanted to flip, but I'm going to keep going. Didn't flip out of the way, so that's why. Okay. There it is. And it came right upright, so I'm going to use it how it landed. And that's where the conversation is going. It's the Page of Swords. So right off the bat, what I'm getting for you, Virgo, is for your person, this person was the individual that used to go and always look for you, and always whatever situation what's happening would be there, but that has changed. And they're feeling a little uneasy about what's happening. And then in your energy, Virgo, sort of the same thing is happening. The creative side, everything that you were going for maybe in the last couple months has also changed or flipped, and you're feeling not yourself or having the vibrancy that you used to have for whatever reason. And I think this is just happening in general for this new moon, and I think it's a phase, but I also think it's a reflection time. And I'm hearing the word reflection, healing, and I'm also hearing that you just are in different places at the very moment, whoever you and the other person is. Or it could be a relationship, a friendship with a mother, father. I'm feeling more of a family thing as well. Something to do with that aspect. For some reason, it's pulling me more towards family member than it is a love interest. But even if it is a love interest, let's see what the messages are in the folklore and story. And then where the conversation is going is the Page of Swords. So it brings new information and bring communication between both of you, whatever the situation is. And I feel that you both are going to be conquering it. And there's more to this story, and I want to know a little bit more about it in the description. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about your person. 3 of Wands in reverse. And see what the story is as far as the folklore and what the energy of that other person is. So the 3 of Wands, it's used, the folklore is the enchanted pig with the Romanian fairy tale. And the 3 of Wands represents hard work and travel. The princess takes a long journey to rescue her prince, making sacrifices and surviving trials along the way. And if she stays motivated, her efforts will be rewarded. But what's happening is they're returning home. They're wallowing their frustration and delays. And even though the princess in this card is the one who's always making the sacrifices to rescue her prince, she's not doing it anymore, or he's not doing it anymore. So instead of coming to your rescue, they're sad, they're going home, and they're just frustrated with whatever situation is. So if this is your person, this is what they're feeling, and this is just their energy. Now, moving on to your energy, Virgo, is the Ace of Wands in reverse. And the story behind this is the magic paintbrush, which is a Chinese folk tale. And the Ace of Wands represents inspiration, a sudden creative force. The magic paintbrush embodies these qualities with passion and daring. The magical moment right before the ink hits the paper, and all the dreams and possibilities are within reach. However, because of the current situation, there's delays, they're not very good news, and there's a creative blockage, and you feel like all your talent is not being used adequately, like it's being wasted. And it's because of what's happening. As I mentioned earlier, I just wanted to, the visual I got was the same description. And then, where is the conversation going with this situation? Okay, that's something you just have to keep in mind, because every time something does happen, it's happening for a reason, and it's happening for your your highest good, whether it's good or bad. And I want you to keep that in mind, Virgo. We tend to forget information like that at times. So the Princess Palisade, which is an Arabic folktale. The Page of Swords represents youthful intelligence. Princess Palisade uses her wit to succeed where others have failed, her optimism intact through it all. She is a harbinger of new beginnings, new ideas for herself and those around her. So you guys are definitely going to have a conversation. There's going to be a lot of talkativeness energy. There's going to be a lot of thoughtfulness. There's curiosity and truthfulness. So pretty much you're going to put the cards in the table and you're going to discuss what's happening. This is where the conversation is going. You both have to discuss everything that has transpired that has caused your other person to back away, to sort of not give the same energy they were giving before. And because of that, you guys need to discuss why you feel blocked emotionally, creativity, and you just feel like you just want to give up for some reason. You guys have to talk about it. You definitely have to be truthful with one another. And I feel that the outcome is going to be positive if you put all the cards in the table, literally. So moving on to the Moonology card to find out what the overall message for the new moon for May 2022 for Virgo is. Please and thank you, Spirit, for the message for Virgo for new moon in May 2022. Again, I'm hearing growth. I'm hearing lots of growth for you and the other person. Spirit, what is the message for Virgo for this new moon in May 2022? I didn't like how it was sticking. Oh, here it is. I'll just take the first one. Here it is. Virgo, work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Okay? I think there's a situation going on that's causing both of you sort of grief, frustration, blockages, and you got to work through those fears. You have to face those fears. I'm using the wrong book. New moon in Scorpio. Okay. I just want to say that there was, I just heard that there used to be a lot of arguing, and there was no moon, not full moon, or disagreements. And you guys couldn't see eye to eye. And that is why you guys kind of backed up from each other. So the card suggests a rebirth. Think of your situation as the phoenix that is rising from the ashes, as the birth death, the rebirth paradigm. That's what Scorpio energy is all about. Whatever you've been through, there's a new start ahead, and it might be a little dark. It can almost certainly won't be rainbows and unicorns, but it will be deep and transforming. There it is. This card also suggests that if you know you are magical, then this is the time to work your magic. It is also herald the start of the sexier time. If you've been experiencing something of a drought and emotional intimacy, it is also on the menu. Scorpio is the sign that likes to go deep into the body, mind, and spirit. So when this card comes up, there is nothing superficial about what is coming your way. Need to have more intimacy, Virgo. You know, move on from jealousies. You know, it says to stop being obsessive. This could also make you paranoid, and it's time to let go of grudge that you're holding on to. And it's so interesting how here, you know, this is a magical wand in the Chinese folklore, and you possess that, and because of your person's emotional or the frustration or the lack of communication is causing that blockage, which can be your fears. But I think in the end, you're going to have that conclusion of coming together and talking about everything that's going on in your mind and heart, and all the truth that's going to come out. And I think this time to have that fine conversation that you've been dreading. You've been dreading that conversation for a while, Virgo. And it's time to go ahead and work through it. Okay? So hopefully this will resonate with you. Please take what does and leave what doesn't, and hopefully it works for your highest good. It's a moment to transform and evolve from whatever situation you are. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.